Alright, Debbie, here's your spread. So, what we're going to look at is where you were, what you did with the majority of your time, an important day, another important day, your death, and the lesson learned, okay? And throughout, I'll be getting hits on the time period. So, let's start. Let's see. So, I'm just connecting here, and alright. So, I'm seeing an island. That's the island card, so I'm trying to see where we are, and they're showing me pictures of the Caribbean. They're showing me pictures of these islands, these small islands. I'm getting a hit of Caribbean. And it's actually funny because you're gonna laugh. This is the con card, and what I'm getting is that you were a pirate in the Caribbean. So I find that kind of funny. So what I'm getting is that you actually went from island to island, and you had a group of men, and I'm getting that you actually were kind of in charge. I'm not getting the word captain, but you were in charge of a group of men. Maybe they didn't have a captain. Maybe they all respected each other almost equally, but you were definitely looked up to. And so you go from island to island, and you are rampaging these islands, and you're stealing, and you're getting resources from the villages on these islands. And I am going to say it's around that time that, because I'm getting images from that film, around the time where they wear those kinds of, where the British were wearing those coats and the pirates were wearing just that kind of garb. And I want to say we're looking at like the 1800s or even a little bit before that, 1700s maybe. And so what are they showing me? They're showing me you're a young man and you have a small facial hair. There's small facial hair involved, not like a long beard or anything. Let's see. Tan skin. I don't think you were darker, but I think you were very tan. They're showing me tannins from the sun, because you're under the sun a lot. And you're always on a boat, and you're always moving around. And so you don't really have a home base, but these islands are where you dwell, where you keep going. There might even be, what I'm getting is like a safety island. Like you have a safety island, like your sanctuary that nobody knows about, your group of men. And alright, so let's move to the first important day. So here, this day is a wowzer day. And that means that something overwhelming happens. Something you can't quite explain is occurring that you're witnessing. And the people involved are the friends. And the feeling that you feel here is grateful. And this is a big day because I feel like you're grateful for the first time for something that occurred. I feel like what happened was your ship capsized for some reason. I want to say it was another pirate ship that is your enemy. You don't work together with these people. And I want to say there was something that occurred where it made your ship capsize. And not everyone made it, but enough made it out that should not have made it out. And so for this, you learn gratitude to something larger than yourself. This is when the first day you look up to God and you say, I acknowledge you, thank you. And that's a big deal here. And so your job is to make connections between this life and your current life. So what I would say, for example, connections might be where you find amazing feelings in ordinary situations. Maybe like for example, you might look at a sunset and just be so grateful just to be alive to see the sunset. That kind of thing. Alright, so this is a very important day. You realize also your friends are your friends. These aren't your colleagues anymore. These are your friends. This is your family. And so you also might be experiencing in this life turning friends into family or being overprotective of your friends for no reason. Just being very overprotective, maybe even to the point of being territorial. So if that makes sense, if that speaks to you, then it stems from this life. Alright, and so the next important day we see this card, which is the conquered or they've come card, which means there's new people coming in or people being taken over, and there's a child involved, and this is a card of peace. So this isn't a conquering card. What is happening here? What are they showing me? They're showing me that your men, there are very few left after this. I want to say there's no more than 4, 5 left. But I'm seeing that you become absolved into one of the either, oh boy, okay, because you're joining a people, you're not joining another pirate group, you're joining one, you're gonna love this one, you're joining one of the islands, the peoples on the island that you otherwise would have been stealing from, and they bring you in peacefully. And I want to see what is involved. Why is there a child involved? What's happening? Okay, so what happens is you don't just join the tribe, you actually really become part of them. There's a union made between you and one of the tribe's women, and you actually end up fathering a child here and really becoming one of the natives. You really become one of them. And this child is the result of that. And so what happens is, I want to say you are here for quite a while. Quite a while. But you're not here long enough for the child to go full into adulthood. So you see the child grow to their prime, like I would say 18, 19, and then you get ransacked. This is the death card, it's the burn card. And a lot of times we see people burning at the stake with this card, but in this case, it's another tribe that comes and burns the village. Not the pirates, but another tribe, an enemy tribe, comes onto this island, or comes from another area of the island, and is violent. And they burn everything. And in trying to save your people, now these are your people, you get consumed in the flames too. But you do die a hero. This is a heroic act that you go out with. And that means everything. That changes your karma. There's a shift that happens. You don't just shift here, your death is the shift too. So you shift, you become better, more caring, more loving, more open, more grateful. And then your death is that last big shift, that hoorah to a whole new level of being. And so the card for the life lesson is compromise. And compromise works into this how? I'm asking, how does compromise work in? Okay, so what happens is this compromise card means everything, because here you are hardened. You are a hard person, you're calloused, you don't appreciate anything, you don't see the value in things that are valuable besides, resources. And then the shift occurs where you compromise those values for true values, friendship, life, gratitude, and you shift into this new life where you compromise this for this new life, and it means everything. And so what I would say is that in your current life, if you are feeling like you have to compromise something in order to get something else, just know that that change and that shift will ultimately be good for you, okay? I don't know what it might be, but if that speaks to you in any sense, if there's something happening in your life where you feel like you are compromising yourself or compromising something, and a change would occur in your life, whether it's moving or a new relationship or whatever that is, ultimately, if you rid yourself of your feelings of maybe wanting to be rooted, not wanting to change and you compromise that for a change, you allow the change to occur, it ultimately will be more enlightening for you. It'll be a great lesson for you. And we're here to learn lessons. So anyway, there's your past life. I hope you enjoyed it and have a good day.